Hey guys, this is gonna be an update. I'm sorry I haven't been posting any videos or anything because, well, first of all, I don't have an editor for my camera, so I have to get one. Second of all, a lot has been happening this week, just like this month, last month put together. It's just too much. Basically, update about my life. Okay, here we go. So, you guys know how I told you guys that I had to go to my grandma's funeral. Well, we came back and everything, and I started making more videos and everything, so I was like, okay, this is like a new thing for me, right? And then, okay, so it was going good, until I stopped videoing. I found out one of my friends, she was only 16, she overdosed on something. I'm not gonna put it out there, but I went to her viewing, and then I went to her funeral, and then that following, not even a couple of days later, there was a shooting here in Vegas, and one of my friend's brothers was in the shooting, and now I have to go to another funeral. And then I just so that happened. And then when I found out that one of my exes is in the hospital, and he's basically, life or death situation, and he's not doing good. I found out from a complete stranger. I never knew the guy that told me. He was like, oh, I know you. And I was like, you know me? And I was like, how do you know me? He was like, I've seen pictures of you. I was like, oh my god, are you a stalker? And he's like, no, it's just that one of my friend's friend invited me over to this guy's house, and we started talking, and I was like, what are you talking about? And he was like, well, yeah, my friend, he's, this guy has been in the hospital. And I was like, wait, what do you mean? I was like, who are you talking about? And he's like, they call him the Reaper. And I was like, what? And he was like, yeah, but I've seen you before. Like, this guy showed me pictures, and he showed me a picture of my ex. And I was like, oh my god, like, how do you, like, what? And he's like, yeah, he's like, he's in critical condition. And I was like, I just found out not even 2 seconds ago, you guys. I'm freaking out. And then, so that happened, like, not not even that long ago. And I'm kind of like, oh my god, I can't keep myself together, guys. It's crazy. It's just, oh my god, so much. And yeah, I mean, so at the end of this month, I'm gonna have to go to a wedding too. So it's like, sounds like there's gonna be 4 funerals and a wedding for me to go to. It's just crazy. I'm just my mind is not in my body right now. I'm not in my body. I feel like I'm watching myself just doing everything I'm doing. I don't even feel like I'm here anymore. You guys, this is so hard, and it's just so much all of a sudden. Like, what happened with my baby, and with my grandma, and then my friend, and now my friend's brother, and then it's gonna be my ex, and then at the end of it all, there's gonna be a wedding. It's just ridiculous. I can't deal with this. I went to one of my friends' work, and we were there. It was me and my sister, and we were just sitting there. We were just watching people. Sometimes we do that, not to be stalkers or anything. But there was this guy. He was talking to these really, really, how do I say it? These girls that were showing a lot of stuff. But he was talking to these girls, and he showed them a tattoo, and it was a cow on his calf. And we were like, well, why does he have that? The girls were like that too. And he says, well, it's to symbolize my ex-wife. And I was like, well, it wasn't us, but the girls were like, why, what happened? And he's like, well, I just came back from Iran, I think it was. I came back from Iran and I went home and my house was completely empty. My bank account was swiped and everything like that, and I'm over here like, and after the girls left, he was trying to buy a smoothie and he couldn't. He didn't have enough money, so he was like, he walked out. He didn't like cry or anything. He walked out, and like 10-15 minutes later, he came back and he's like, all right, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. He was so confident, like, you have no idea how confident he was, even though he had nothing, guys. So then he went up to the cashier and he's like, well, do I get a military discount? And the lady was like, yeah, you do. And then, so he was like, okay, I'm gonna put $2 on this card, and then you could give me a military discount, and then I'll pay the rest. And then there was this one lady, she was like, oh no, that's ridiculous. Why would you put $2 on a card when I could just give, she's like, here, just take this dollar. So he was like, okay, he smiled, he was happy, he was thankful. And then, there was a problem with the card. The card wouldn't take the dollar. So then the lady, she's like, no, you know what, it's ridiculous. Just here, take $3 more, just, just take it. It's nothing. It's just a dollar, And then, the guy, he was like, he ordered what he ordered. And then after that, the lady was going to stand up to hug him. And he turned to her, he said thank you, and he walked to the bathroom. And we were like, well, I understand, like, he walked to the bathroom, and my sister's like, oh my god, I think he's crying. And I'm over here like, oh my god, like that was just, wow, that was just, oh my god, it was just, he came back, and the lady was like, I'm not trying to embarrass you or anything, I wanted to help you out. And he's like, yeah, I understand, it's just that you don't know what's been, you don't understand what's happening right now in my life. And she's like, well, yeah, I heard what was going on, the ladies told me what was happening. He was like, well, yeah, he's like, thank you very much. And he started crying, you guys. I have never seen a military man cry. He was crying, and I was like, oh my god, like, wow. It's crazy. It's just beyond, there's so many things, like, honestly, like, on my personal Facebook, I've been posting a lot. I've been posting some crazy stuff, and it's just like, I know there's some Christians or Catholics or whatever religion you are. I don't really have a religion, I'm sorry, that's just who I am. I'm not really religious, but I still believe in God. And at one point in what's been happening, I'm kind of just giving up right now. I'm kind of just thinking there's just no way. I mean, with the shooting and with everything that so many people are dying, it's just like, who else are you gonna take from me? You're gonna take my ex, you're gonna take my friend's brother, you're gonna take my grandma, it's just so much. It's just so much, so many things are happening in so little time, and I feel like I don't have any more time. I feel like I don't have any time at all. I feel like it's just that one day, everything's gonna drop. Everything's not gonna be alright. It's just, I don't know. I mean, it's just, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I feel like I'm giving up. I'm giving up, you guys. I just don't know what to do anymore. I don't know. Yeah, don't know.